Good morning. Welcome to Cohesion Through Chaos. My name is Dale. I just want to let you know I'm always going to talk to you like it's the real time that I'm doing something in. So whenever you watch this, I don't care if it's morning or not, this is like the place for truth. And I guess in your life, because my life is always honest and truthful. So I wanted to give you some updates on um, progress and things like that I made yesterday, and just like little tips as to how to possibly help you um, follow your path, because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm doing it in real time, and I want to show you how benign it is and how it doesn't look like power moves. Okay, because that's like what I feel like that's the thing that you're trained to do, is like you got to make power moves, right? All right, so hang on. So last week my kids were on a spring break. And so I really didn't put forth any effort to the channel, and this was not my primary channel. My primary channel was As the Crow Flies 144, but I started that channel out to try to figure out kind of like what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, and talk about like why it's so confusing for me because of the weird path that my life has taken. Now, I've always kind of known since I was very young that my life was not meant to take off until my 40s. But what do you do when you're going through all that from like birth to, well, I'm 42 right now, and it still hasn't taken off? I'm just telling you that these are the steps of the feelings that happen when you know that it finally is time for things to take off. Because when things happen, when you get an inkling of something, right? Of like, oh, I feel like I'm meant for this, but everybody else is telling me like that's stupid, or like it's never going to go anywhere. And that's because it's based on their perspective of what the world is like and what people have told them. So I'm trying to tell you that I have never had somebody in my external environment like influence me to want to listen to what they were saying or do what they were doing. Okay. Not at all, except for like maybe having fun. Like my parents really kind of knew how to responsibly party all the time. And, they made good money because and I'm not talking about like good money. I'm talking about like upper middle class money. It was easy for them because the jobs were available at that time. That's what the market was doing. Okay. So when they watch me go through my life, they just think like, well, she must not be doing the things that we did. Like, because clearly it's very hard for her. It's like, no, I've like followed the rules way more than what they were willing to do, put myself in way harder situations. And it's never panned out. It was like I tried to go to college for teaching. That didn't work. I got kicked out because my car flooded. The teacher didn't want to make up the missed time. Then I joined the Army. That was nearly impossible because I just have always been overweight. So it was like, well, I was like a really good soldier, not even a soldier at that point. It was like I was a really easy recruit to get in because I had a clean record, right? And I wanted to be there, but my hips were too big, right? So I had to like starve and work out. And so I'm just trying to tell you that my path has been really, really against the grain of what is supposed to happen when they tell you, like, just do this thing. It's guaranteed to work out for you, and it's like, if I had just followed my own path from the start of what my heart wanted, then I would be at this point a long time ago. But that's just not how it was meant to be. I knew that. I knew. So, I'm sorry if the lighting isn't great. It doesn't matter. I'm not like trying to have an excellent production company. I'm just trying to step my way up as I can afford to do it. Okay. And that's what I want to do here with you, is make small videos that help to break down what I'm doing along my path, what I already know has worked, how many months have passed since I started this, this whole journey, and then just kind of backtrack, because hindsight is 2020. So I'm trying to give you the hindsight of, because I already knew, right? I had the foresight to know what was going to work and what wasn't going to work. And I was just like, well, I got to buckle in for this ride that everybody else is putting me on because they tell me that this is the way to go. And I'm like, they're not the ones who have to endure all this stuff that I go through when I try to take their path. Okay. And that's what you have to understand, is that they have no clue. They're just saying stuff. Most people in this world, they're just saying stuff because they're programmed like automatons, right? And no shade on everybody, no shade on anybody. We are all playing parts in this whole big thing, because if we weren't, we would already have learned the fact that unconditional love is the whole reason of life and why we are here. We are trying to like, it's really just a game. It's really just a game out there in the like universe of species and things like that that exist. And I am a very intelligent person because I have learned a lot of things and never said, no, I deny that. No, I'm not going to listen to what you have to say. Because if there is something worth listening to, that I can't prove it wrong yet, I don't care if it sounds like something I agree with or don't agree with. It's like trial by fire. It's like, is that not what scientists do? It's you have a theory and then you test the theory to find out if it works or it doesn't work. Well, all the other things in my life that people recommended for me, I tested those theories. They did not work. But now I'm trying to tell you that I knew what was meant for me. And I like kind of whittled it down into the simplest things possible, like the simplest um, overstanding possible of what's going on in this world. And it's really just like, okay, that could be a whole nother video topic. So let me just pause and finish this one up. The main point of what I want you to know today is that I am so excited to get this book read today because I only have 2 more chapters left. So what I did was the professional responsible thing, and that was I read chapters 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 yesterday. I recorded them all and then I set them all for release times. Okay. So they are all read already recorded. They are set to automated release. I did an introduction video yesterday that I set to release this morning. Um, and that was to talk about a tarot reading that I had also done yesterday and why I had done it. Okay. So I did in total, I think 9 videos yesterday, and then set them all to release at various times. And I really just wanted to get this book done last night so I could like end my day yesterday with having it done and completing something. But it was like, no, you know what? It's going to be so much easier. And I could tell that I was just like pushing myself a little bit because it just seemed like more pages than I really, really wanted to read. Like I just wouldn't have the energy and the passion to get through the reading. I was just trying to get it done. Okay. And I've done that a lot in my past, but then you end up burning out and not getting things done or not moving on to the next stage of it. So I'm telling you that I haven't had my morning cigarette yet. I did take the dog for a walk. And as we get to know each other more, you'll get to know the things of my life of like, this is sort of the routine that I put myself on because I can't stand fucking nerdy routines. Okay. I can't stand it because it's like school. It's like your teachers, like your parents. I'm not doing that. So for years and years and years, I have been trying to find out what is a routine that I want to do that I self make, and because if you just start with a blank paper and try to write down some sort of schedule or timelines and write down some sort of schedule, it's almost like you want to tell yourself to fuck off. Like, fuck off. Don't take up my time. I like my freedom. Okay. So what I have been starting to do is write down what I did instead of write down what I want to do. Okay. And then I'll sort of, because I'll go through periods of time where I write myself to-do lists to make sure that I get certain things done. Okay, I just got too much to talk about and I don't want these videos going more than 10 minutes, okay? So I am right now, before I get to have my cigarette, and this is what I want you to do. I want you to motivate yourself in the way that you want. If people are like, your cigarette shouldn't be a reward to yourself, it's like, okay, fine. Let that be for your life. That is not what I'm going to do. Most favorite parts of my day are when I'm sitting and looking out into the little wooded area in my backyard, smoking cigarettes, listening to music, and drinking coffee. Okay? That is my reward to myself. So before I go out and do those things, it's like 7:28 here in the morning. Kids all are off to school. I walk the dog at like 5:50 or something like that. So, and here's the thing. It's like, you need to give yourself options. Okay. So that option is never, should I walk the dog or should I not walk the dog? Right. Because I've been through periods of time like that where I'm just like, no, I don't feel like walking the dog right now. It's like, no, walking the dog is not the option. It's how long do I want to walk? That's the option. So I have like 3 different routes. So based on how I'm feeling as I'm walking, I don't even meditate which path I'm going to take. I go out and do that stage. And then I make the decision, like as I'm walking, the thing that I get to decide about, not whether or not I'm going to make it out the door with the dog. Okay. And so this is my second step is like, I am reading these last 2 chapters before I head out for my cigarette. So I love you. I'm going to get to reading. Bye. I'll see you soon.